Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I hope everyone's also had a good Easter. Yeah, very sorry that I wasn't able to stream at all last week. Things things got quite out of hand for me, to be fair. Webcam, are we going to be working today? Oh yes, there we go. Yeah, of everything. I changed some stuff for my computer, and now all of the lighting's gone a bit. It's gone a bit weird. Yeah, it's been a little while. Again, it's been a week. Is camera settings? Hold on, let me just check something. It's been so long, all of the settings feel a bit they feel off. What's going on with the webcam? Is it the height? Still feels a little bit small. Hold on. This is what happens when you step away from things for a week. Everything feels weird. Okay, the cursor will actually show. I'm sure that it's like not saving my camera settings anymore. That seems a bit more normal. I think maybe the height could go down a little bit more. Yeah, all of the settings are like jumbled up. Go about there. Oh, I can't. How did I align them? Just bear with me, everyone. Got some settings which are a bit off. Right, they should be lined up properly now. Still feels like the webcam. I'm gonna roll with that. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. Right, let's yeah, it's a redesign for this. Hello with the cat. Yeah, I've been thinking about this. I really want to try and clean up some of this stuff. And this farm here, it's good, but it could definitely be better. So yeah, let's start tweaking things. I mean, I guess. How do I do things again? Keybinds. I have not played this for a week. That'll probably be fine. Gonna start burning, but it'll be fine. Yeah, honestly, the stuff which comes from this. This is the infernal mobs which cause this. All of the string being placed, all of the cobwebs. Oh, that was a whip. Oh, well done. Hey. How did this get in there? Hey, I don't know how they ended up in there. Oh, that'll be fine. Right, so I need to make this a proper 16 by 16 or 17 by 17. Good to be back in this world. I have missed playing it over the last week. I haven't actually said that yet. It was the back pain. It was the back pain which really brought me back. And then, like, for a couple of days of it, I was pretty ill. So it's, I just couldn't believe. I couldn't believe how last week went for me. Right, so I need to add from there. What mob keeps placing that? Is that this cat? Or is there another one somewhere? Oops. 7, 8, 9 should give us up against the wall. Okay, whatever this mob is getting very annoying. Is that you? Constantly placing string on me. So if this one would be the corner. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Five, that would be 6. This is honestly going to be a much bigger improvement. Which I'm more than happy for. Also, I feel like there is something in the base which is causing a lot of FPS drops. Is that just me? Interesting. So it actually looks like I have planned, or at least the underneath, it is the size. Thank you for that, Taint. Corner would be from there. Oh yeah, is that okay for spacing? I think it will be. I'm going to make all of this the dark glass except for the corners. Keyboard ASMR. Me typing all of the block IDs into World Edit. Right, I reckon what will look nice is going from here to here. Oh, there goes the tainted goo. Will that look nice? I reckon that. I want to be able to actually see inside. I want to make it a little bit more decorative. No, 5. Stack it by 5 times. So this should be 15 blocks long. From the inside, yes. And then 15, yep, that's good. Oh, I'm also going to be able to get the infernal drops from this, so I need to add proper handling for that. Cool, and then right in the center of this, 7 would be there. Where did that go? I know that I made one. Oh, there it is. Okay. The corporeal attractor. That feels... No, that is 7 here. 7 there. Yeah, that's not misaligned. Yeah, it does feel... The FPS does feel very... very strange at the moment. Yeah, weird. I'll keep an eye on it. Let's keep that bit of dirt. What else? 1 piece of cursed earth will be enough. I reckon a lever is probably a smart idea for the underneath. so I can turn off the attractor if I need to. Okay, that is not in the center. Gonna repair that blight potion. Actually kind of tempted. Should we make this dark ethereal glass? (598:2). There you go. Should be able to walk in between there. Should definitely be careful. Oh great, it's a blood moon. Of course it's a blood moon. Oh yeah. Why wouldn't it be a blood moon? Hey, if I'm really fast, might have been a bad idea me doing that. He'll be fine. That's pretty much how this mob farm is going to work. Let's go underneath there. Make a little platform for this. I don't know, 8 by 3. That should be enough. So I want to move some of this stuff underneath also so that I can have basically an array of drawers here. Hello, M18. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, let's get a spike for that. 1 spike. Do I try and enchant this? Ooh, better than yesterday? What was up for you yesterday? How painful these were wood planks, weren't they? Books. To be fair, I could go and loot a village. Oh, it was just one of it's just one of them bad days. That's fair. That's pretty much how my week was last week. A write-off week, if you will. Right, I'm looking. Hopefully I haven't I've already looted that one. I also like how I'm doing this in the dead of night because there's a blood moon. Yeah, things last week were they were just crazy for me. The chain of events, I won't go into detail about it. The chain of events was just one after another, and it didn't stop until, well, it started Monday and then it didn't stop until I want to say about Friday. It was just one thing after another. Okay. No bookcases in there. Aha. Okay, I need 15. Yeah, that's a creeper. Not the only one that had a day a few days ago either. You had one too. What is that noise? You had one too, didn't you? It's awful. I hate days like that, but it's one of them things where you can't really avoid them. I couldn't preempt what actually happened last week. It just happened. Really? Sounds like it's a common thing last week then. It's a common thing by the sounds of it. A lot of people have experienced it. I know, temporary location. Oh, I could do, I'll tell you what. Right, that is 30 levels. I'm going to make an experience obelisk. One OU. Steel casing. Did I have some spare machine casings? That takes solarium rods. Yeah, I'm happy to at least be back though. Back in the GTNH world. Gonna be back doing YouTube recording, I think, this week. Yeah, I'll be back in the spirit of doing everything again. It was energetic bolts. Solarium rods. Then what was it? Pulsating crystal. Diamond, alloy smelter ingot mold. Or nugget mold, I mean. Oh, that's assembler, isn't it? I'm not playing Money Factory. Oh, the joys of jumping in between two mod packs, which I'm playing. You get so used to one of them, then coming back to the other one is like, oh, thanks for that, Thorncraft. Bats everywhere. Yeah, that just spawned like 20 bats. Oh, I miss GTNH. I miss the warp. I've missed the warp shenanigans from it. Chuck it. There they are. Oh, they need to go in lathe? Lathe, where's the lathe? It's been a while. There it is. Right, what else did I need? 2 energetic plates. I guess, where do I put this? I don't know, temporary location. Oh, that's going to make this so much more nicer. Right, so what enchants am I looking for? I am looking for looting 3. Is pretty much the only one which I care about. I don't think diamond spikes are too easy. Or too difficult. They're fairly easy. One sword. One, 2, 3. No, let's do that many. So that would be 2. Angle grinder. That is file. Looking for, there they are. Diamond screws. Yeah, so just going to be doing this. hoping for looting 3. I'm breaking. Vaporizing? Vaporizing? Is that the one which allows mobs to drop the aspects? Vaporizing, that is. I can get a pretty decent aspect farm from this. Okay, if I do 45, 18, 20, yeah, that should be fine. Gonna take a little bit of time in the cutting machine. Don't think I do not have any extra diamond plates. Is there a Thorncraft way to do enchanting? The only other way is through this. But that does need vibrant alloy. Can't make that yet. Vibrant alloy. So I can make the dust. I'd need nichrome coils. And a vacuum freezer. It's a shame the smithing table doesn't exist in this version. Just something to wipe the enchantments and not care about, like, keeping the enchantments or gaining them again. The only disenchanter I can think of is Draconic Evolution. $190. Okay, just out of curiosity, can I... Okay, you can't combine these in an anvil. Sharpness 3. I really need the Ender Eye enchanter. There's Reaper 1. Yeah, I mean, I can keep this one. It's sharpness 4. So that one will be able to kill all of the mobs faster. Yeah, that should be fine. Right, and I do need to be careful. That damages everything it touches, including me. Okay, so I can actually see, like, the range of this. About that. Doesn't matter if I don't cover all of this. Just sort of aiming for most of it. What could go wrong with doing this? Actually, let's get my boots ready, because I'm going to need to run out of here pretty fast. Yeah. Them tidewood clocks, they do help a lot. I really wouldn't mind some way to light up this. Only a little bit. I only need a tiny bit of light coming through there. I will actually... Were you made out of bronze? That it's so difficult to control. Just save a little bit of the cursed earth. Yeah, I'm sure that that's going to start producing very quickly. Producing tools. Okay, quick question while I'm here. Okay, so the tools cannot be repaired, or they need to be repaired in order to go into the fluid extractor. They need, I would assume they need to be repaired there. Okay, that's okay. Fluid pipes. Dark steel? I am actually going to need a pump. What is my healing axe doing? Glitching around with the overlay. To be fair, I could use conduits. Yeah, look at all of the experience which this drops. That's just from one diamond spike there. But is that enough to collect experience, or does this need to be down by one? Okay, it is enough to collect some. Hello, Nomsy. I hope you're having a lovely day. Tank. That's kind of slow. This is incredible for experience. I'm attempting to set up a mob farm, a much more me themed mob farm. Okay, I will need a pump. So what, let's go. Let's make it a high voltage pump. Why not? What's that? Steel screw and rotor. Rings. Yeah, this should be certainly interesting. Can this actually pull out fast enough? Why? I just feel like this... Well, I just want to improve this, to be fair. And I've made this so that it should be able to spawn everything. All mobs, including infernals, and it's also a stab allo farm. So it produces stab allo for me. Yeah, I need to lower it, I think. Just gonna fill my inventory up. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not sure what to do about the light level. I feel like I need to put some glowstone in the roof. But I don't want it to interfere with the mob spawns. I bet that's a lot of experience from there. Glowstone lamps. Okay, let's just let's just clear all of it. Stop mob spawning in there. Now, what did I say for the size? I want to say it's 4 blocks. I need to make sure that mobs can actually get on top of the spike. Gonna look funky with the thing coming out of the center. That actually, I could get some slopes on there. Do I actually have the tank on me? I remember. Did I swap the location? I didn't. Okay. I think that was Stormcraft. Oh, that's gonna drop into the chest. Yeah, already getting lots of loot from that. want to say it's that one. The top. All right, yeah, I need to void one of these. Oh, and the hopper. And experience obelisk. It's also going to be a pretty decent experience farm. Right, that vacuum hopper. Get some dirt in there. So I want to make sure that it can actually pick up all of the experience. Okay, that's actually doable. Yeah, I think it can pick it up. And the mobs, especially the golems, they're able to be damaged by the spikes. Now, is it actually... Okay, it is able. That's much better. Let's have the lamps. Make some. To be fair, I don't even know. This is decorating. You know what? Yeah, this is decorating. Where would the corner one be there? 3, 4. What's that? As if it has an idea of replace not 1, 2, 3 with 1, 2, 3. Does look like it's able to light up, but not enough to stop mobs from spawning. Yeah, I don't want it to be... Well, maybe I do want to be able to control the mob spawning. I think the lamps will stop mob spawning if they're turned on. Then again, I could just break holes in the ceiling. Okay, that definitely needs... that needs to be remedied. The experience is getting caught. Just do that. Let's get some different shaped slopes. To be honest... Oh, hello. Mobs are still spawning in here. That looks much better. There we are. One more bomb. So I just need to set up the handling of all of the items now. And it's even an experience farm, which is great. Any experience which I need, I can just take it from the top of there. Do I have any conduit facades for structural concrete? Just to keep it a little bit tidy. That's curious. The cursed earth isn't growing underneath the lamps. Maybe I can move them up by one. And that is some interesting lighting around where the vacuum hopper is. All right, that chest is definitely full, so let's worry about setting that up. So I will need... Should we make a draw controller? Does feel a little bit painful, but shouldn't be too hard. Right, that's gonna be just crafting the conduit or the circuit plates. So okay, that makes it a lot easier. Stone plates. If I made stone plates, would I have placed them in here? I have a couple. I need some more. Well, that's 10 pieces of redstone, so I can get that fluid extracting. Two redstone torches. At the moment, I'm sure that's going to be a lag farm because I'm not handling any of the drops from it. It'll be fine. Lots of items on the floor. Nether quartz, stainless steel plates. I should definitely have them. And the diamond plates. Also, storage upgrades, probably. What would the recipe for these? That will be 4 Tanzanite upgrades. Okay, let's make that amount. In copper? I'm trying to remember the recipes. It's fun. Right, do I have any more small steel gears? Steel plates. What do I need? Small steel gears. I could also make this into a really decent steel farm. That just popped into my head. One thing which I get a lot of is, now that I'm actually able to collect the infernal mob drops, it is a lot of chainmail gear, which if you fluid extract that, it turns directly into steel. Steel, iron, and gold, I think they're the main things I'd get from the drops. Well, from the infernal drops at least. Logs? From Spain, hit 4 hours without electricity. That sucks. 4 hours. The longest I've been is an entire day. That was a scheduled power cut, though. Honestly, it really starts getting boring, doesn't it? Thank you, Alex, for the Prime sub. Much appreciated. I welcome you. Oh, look at me preparing stuff. Past me preparing loads of oakwood slabs. Circuit 2. Yeah, no power is definitely painful. The server which this is now running on is on a second computer with UPS protection. I'm not risking that again. Living in the countryside, yeah, it's quite often we get power cuts out here. Who sees your VODs? Thank you for them. That's all right. I try to continue uploading them to YouTube too. Trying. Sometimes I end up forgetting, and then they come up late. Ooh, didn't I need... I feel like I needed to make some extra obsidian plates. The dense obsidian? Where do I have any spare obsidian then? Time to make a big batch. 1 stack of obsidian, of dense obsidian plates should be enough for all of the void upgrades I desire. A. Isn't this forming press? Yeah, UPS protection for me is... Well, I can say after having to load backups after power cuts, it gets quite frustrating. And having UPS protection has completely eliminated that for me. I don't need to reload the backups, and it gives me a chance to actually turn off the second computer which I have, which runs all of the servers. It's a lot safer, for me at least, living in the countryside. Well, how about... It is Ruby upgrades. Hey, I actually made the time to make one of these draw controllers. So considering how many drops I have here, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus I also have these, and these already have void upgrades in them, so an extra 4 should definitely be enough. At least to start off with. Right, I need more chests. Okay, short-term solution, we'll craft flint the inefficient way. Long-term solution, I'm going to go and throw 4 stacks in this sifter. So that I have some more flint when that's more efficiently made it. Wait, I don't even need to use flint, do I? No, I don't. There's this recipe, it doesn't require flint. Oh, GTNH, it's been a while. It's been a week for me. And that would be 20. Let's get all of this actually and bring it over. Scanning ruby. And a stainless steel plate. Quick. The creepers everywhere. Nah, it's not time to have a break. I've only just started. Do that, and then I could save all of this red alloy wire. And why this would be a perfect place to have a beacon. Right above here to cover up the redstone blocks. I could make some spikes which go up to the middle. Okay, I have an idea now. Wait, how difficult? Doesn't this? Oh yeah, it does. But to be fair, that's not too difficult. 4 nether star plates. Effectively, yeah, that's doable. That is definitely doable for me. Alright, chests. They take so long. Right, well that's one at least. The idea for this area, at least, I need to move all of the machines underneath. So I guess let's make a platform Y69. Oops. Oh. Thermal magnet off, but I don't need that on. Right, I'll replace air with structural concrete so it won't override any of the pipes. Sleep my inventory. Not sure what goes where. Let's at least put them back. I do not need the cursed earth, nor the roof tiles, nor the fluid pipes, nor the chests, or ruby components. That will be fine. Right, so I need to move this. So if the drawers aren't going to be there, I can make this a little bit more squished together. Yeah, let's try. Do I want them to be? It doesn't really matter, to be fair. Like I could have, I reckon like that, and that'll save a couple of cables. Honestly, I actually feel like it's more suited down here. And then up here we'll have, it will be the storage for it. Inventory. Okay, dirt can go away. Okay, that side is input side. Man, stop. When you hold shift, it opens. Oh, that is actually super annoying with that pipe. It's making me drop because it's making the hitbox for it bigger. All right, that should be power production. Nicely restored here. Yep, everything's full. That would be centrifuging the dust. So if memory serves me well, Brown's return from the mob farm. It extracts on brown, inserts into the drawer. Extract on blue. So this needs to be insert blue. No extract. And then this one needs to extract on brown. And this one, you are... Insert blue extract brown. Yeah, so I'm not going to be running a filter anymore. The overflow voiding. Also, I may need to swap this. Three, 4. I'm definitely going to need to upgrade that to the advanced one. Shouldn't be too difficult. Couple of solar grade silicon plates, red alloy, solarium, and a zombie head. Yeah, I need it so that I can have control over the damage. It's gonna take a while. One Z logic controller. Was this filtered? That was filtered for gold nugget. So I'm really hoping that I can actually filter damage mode's disabled. I'm not sure where the damage is actually stored, if it's NVT or meta. Search gold. I want to be able to take out from that one too. Thinking. Well, for the moment, brown is okay. Okay, do I want to move these back? I reckon I do. Only by one, I reckon. Do I? Now debating whether or not. Well, I definitely need to move that one over. Okay, so this will still be insert brown, extract blue. Okay, probably need some extraction speeds in there. We'll go and grab some. This is, yeah, it's going to generate a lot. Especially the items. The items which don't stack. Yeah, I need to repair that again. It's slowly getting there. Well, I'm slowly getting there. It's slowly getting it done. I don't know where that baby zombie has come from. Stand still. Okay. Goodbye. No, you're coming back. Don't do that. Yeah, so I'll also be able to start filtering some of the extra items I get from this. Like slime balls. Go for an upgrade and avoid. Actually, let's leave it like that. Oh, I didn't. Oh. Why are there so many of these? Okay, magma cream. I guess I could keep that one too. I forgot to lock this. Like bones, string, gunpowder, that's all stuff which can be stored. Also, let's just do that. So I won't need to use creative flight to get around underneath here. So pistons, or both types of pistons. Chemical bath, chlorine. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that then. Pistons are the new things which I get, which are 100% going to be a nice addition to this. Oh, I'm also getting diamonds. Is there really... There's not really a need for all of the diamond stuff. I got creeper hearts, yeah. Hold on. A quick detour. Okay, they do actually... They're used in witchery stuff. There you go. That's the last bit for the Witcher set. That Witcher's hat and the Witcher's robe. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with the armor stuff. Like the zombie heads, I definitely want to be keeping them. give that a draw. So I think I want, if that's inserting in brown, I want this to insert on blue. I don't know why everything's burning in there. Not quite sure why it did that. Yeah, that was certainly interesting. Okay, it is spreading. We'll just leave that. Yeah, so as I was saying, I reckon I should have a second chest underneath here. We'll make it a dark steel one. So I think it's going to be a low priority. So it will insert into this chest. Maybe not a low priority. Like I want it in... Okay, it will be a low priority, but there will also be an even lower priority, which will be the trash can. I think that's the only way to get this to work. Sort of how I'm thinking. So that it functions a little bit more nicely. And everything's burning again. Is there like a blaze or something which keeps shooting fire in there? How does everything keep burning? Not quite sure about that. Right, so I want insert blue less than, so it will prioritize going to the drawer first. And then extracting on brown, or on blue, I mean. That's... I do not have stab alloy dust in there. Insert blue. Oh, yeah. Okay, because that's being stored in here. Let's get a filter so that I can blacklist this. Yeah, the stab alloy dust is not meant to be extracted from there. And because that's on blue, that is on the return. So if anything is unfiltered, like arrows, for instance, I do not need thousands of arrows. They're hardly used in anything. So arrows coming in here, that's fine. So I want to see if I filter golden chest plate, it will send that one in here. NBT. Let's try the helmet. Okay, so helmets are coming through then. Will the damaged helmets end up in here? So I'm basically ignoring the damage. Are they all 96% durability for the gold tools? You know what? Shockingly, I do actually believe it is. They all have 96 durability. Then I want this to be even lower priority. The items will always show up in here. Just to make it a little bit easy for me filtering things. So I definitely want a fluid extractor for the chainmail. Get gold axe there. Do I really want infinite iron? Well, I mean, it is infinite iron. It would be passive iron, so... I guess I should really. To be honest, if I'm unfiltering everything here, I don't even need to put the void upgrades in. Like, this is inserting on ground, so any overflow will end up in this chest and then the trash can. You know what? Let's save all of these upgrades. Feeling a little bit more organized. Yeah, there's something really sus going on here. I don't know what's shooting the fire. You know what, I'm open to watch this actually for a little bit. What keeps setting the cursed earth on fire? There was an arrow. I heard that. It was an arrow. That's so strange. What is shooting arrows? Or is it that arrow which is on the ground there? I mean, if that's the case... Well, the arrow did set me on fire, so... Got to be them skeletons, right? Skeletons which are spawning with the illumination arrows. Okay. Extract that on brown. That would just get voided. I would really like to be able to craft these or repair them, but I don't think it's worth it. Not for me, at least. What about dispensers and droppers? Is there a need to keep them? What aspects do they have on them? Nothing desperately special. Yeah, so I need to set up the recycling of the chainmail and the iron tools. MV, meh. Medium voltage? That's not too bad. Fluid solidifier. Yeah, that'll be fine. There you go. That makes it easy for me to work out what I need. I'd say this is a pretty good success. Compared to what it was like before. I might actually... swap these. I want to try and keep all of the important stuff together. Uranium dust. There's 3,000 uranium. Get ready to move all of it. So dust's at the bottom. We'll also do, yeah, dust at the bottom. I need a stab alloy block in order to actually filter it. There will be iron steel. Oh, there's some stab alloy blocks. I think I might actually be producing enough to continue producing the stab alloy blocks. Yeah, that's decent. 949 gold already. I can't believe 36 in there. You know what? I think it was just that arrow was causing the issues. All right, I'm gonna go for a break now. Seems like enough time. Yeah, I've got machines to craft when I come back, and then I'll be able to actually get passive iron and steel from this, which is quite exciting. The passive steel from this is very exciting because I won't need to wait for the blast furnace from her. Right, I will be back in just a few minutes. Now is a good time if anyone wants to grab any drinks or just have a stretch or something like that. Right. I'm back. Oh, hello, Hubris. I hope you're having a good day. Okay. I'm happy to be streaming. Happy to be back. Just aluminium and steel. What's iron? It's a lot better, actually. Yeah. From last week, it started to get better about Friday. It stopped hurting. I don't know what set it off. Yeah, the back pain for me, honestly, it just comes and goes. Some days it's good, some days it will just creep up and cause absolute agonizing pain. Yeah, and I can't predict it, so it happening last week. In a way, I'm kind of glad that I did have some time off, because I don't usually have a rather weak lower back. It's always my lower back, like right at the base of my spine is where it starts hurting. And it's not nice. Back pain is honestly the worst. Generally, I'd take any other pain except for back pain. Bronze screws. I got a bunch of annealed copper bolts. It's normal for tall people. But tall people, I could definitely understand it. Because being... well, I'd assume that being taller puts more strain on your back. Being that tall. Oh, I've got loads of bronze. I think for me, it started when I was working in a garage. Like having to bend over quite a lot, like working on cars. I think that's where my back pain started. Yeah. If I had to guess, that's my go-to, because that was quite strenuous. That's the word. And heavy lifting. Oh, I did a lot. Test circuits, I need 8. Yeah, trying to lift a gearbox, probably not the sensiblest idea alone. But I definitely did do that in the garage. Yeah, it's all right. You just can't. One thing which I did learn from doing that is you really can't. Like, I had to squat down. You can't bend over to lift something up which is that heavy. It wasn't a big gearbox. It wasn't like some other gearboxes. The gearbox in my dad's car, I would imagine that one would weigh, I reckon, like 100 kilograms. That would be a good amount of weight. That has 7 gears or 8 gears. It's 7 or 8. Yeah, it's something like that. It's a ginormous gearbox. I wouldn't want to lift that one up alone. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. I wouldn't want to lift that one up, period. Or full stop. That's just not a good idea when it's that size. And two. I'll need one more annealed copper wire. Yeah, I reckon that's where my lower back pain started, and it just random triggers for it, really. Oh, I hear something in there which is tainted. Okay, today I learned that you can use the wire cutters to control the conduits. What do you think of this farm, Hubris? This is it's a pretty decent mob farm, actually. It's going to be a really good iron and steel farm. It's going to be brilliant. It is. Two filters. Z-Logic controllers I need. Filters. Do I have any spare item filters? I have 2. I have 5. I need 2. This is also another thing where I've never done it like this. What am I actually producing from that farm? The main things are titanium, uranium, steel, iron, and gold. That's 5 things. 5 hand there. I was counting them. 5 different things that farm produces. I think it's producing stab alloy at the moment. I think it is. Well, how much? What are you up to? Well, it's still solidifying. And this is full, and so is this. Omni Breaker. Oh, Oh, have you updated to 2 point, or not 2 point, 12.5 version of Nomi Factory? Moni Factory, not Nomi. Right, insert blue, extract brown. Yeah, well, one thing which I know has broken is the micro miners for me. And I don't really want to... Like, I quite like the ability to just be able to send, like, a micro miner mission whenever I'm low on resources. The newer version, you have to set them up basically on passive. Yeah, they should be easier to passive. I mean, yeah, it is cool that you can set them up on passive. I want to stick with requesting the micro miners though, and sending big crafts for them. Oh yeah, I'll need to get 2 ingot mods. That will be fine. Female iron. And I also need to set up the tools for iron. Yeah, look at all of the stab alloy. Sounds like there's a lot of golems up there. The one thing, what is this? Negative priority? How's gold ending up in here if that's negative? Oh, that's why. I disconnected it. Don't really need to get redstone and glowstone from this. Ender pearls. Yeah, I've got ender pearl storage. Lots of ender pearls there. Same for carrots. Maybe spider eyes I could keep. And the creeper hearts. Enderman heads? Already. I think I actually am gaining stab alloy. Now I am. I think that's really good. Yeah, the stab alloy farm from this is so powerful. Oh, iron doors. Bit of a weird one. I think that, yeah, it just extracts into the molten iron. That's stone dust. I also occasionally get some potions from this. Right, let's get on and make them ingot casts. Table. Are these actually affected by looting? I wonder. When always infernal. Glistening melons give gold. Now that's an excuse to filter glistening melons in the gold one. But I'm getting distracted. What was I supposed to be doing? The ingot molds. Glistening melon. I do get glistening melon. Yeah, and it doesn't produce items. Cape mold. Is this one? Watch this. So iron and steel. Let's get the steel in there. Steel especially. The steel is something which I'm excited for because there's one less thing which I need to smelt through the EBF. Like actually, because of the way that I've designed this, I don't even need gold nuggets to show up in there. They can show up in this one and then be taken out. Fire charge. Okay, that's an interesting one. I think that's pretty much all of the drops taken care of. Yes, nice and clean inventory. Ready to do something that involves breaking this chest. Do I really want to do... You know what, yeah. Actually, let's just turn that off just... There it is. Yeah, the only thing which I want to save is the diamond, or the dark steel chest. So I just want to clear this, make a fresh chest, and see what else ends up in here. Now that it's clean. So I wouldn't mind... how difficult is a vacuum freezer? It is EV circuits. They're cancel. I'm going to need to jump. I need the next tier of cores, actually. Titanium. Okay, I don't need the next tier to be able to smelt titanium. But I do need the vacuum freezer in order to freeze it. Okay. I do need... yeah, I need to make the vacuum freezer then. Okay, 3 of these. Yes, definitely it is to upgrade the cores. I need the Nichrome ones. Can't remember what for, but I know that I need the Nichrome ones. Something. Okay, blue alloy bolts. Okay, that is a rip for silver. Why do I not have a lot of silver? So, that's why I don't have a lot, because it's all sitting in that chest. Okay, RAM. I think I made an exact amount, so I'd need to make some more of that. What are they? Green lens? Oh, I'm already starting to see. That's the water line. Wafers. Wafers. Here are some wafers. At least I don't need to use the clean room here. Although that is terribly slow. What else? Plastic circuit boards. Should be able to batch craft. Oh, I have PVC now. I remember building that. Does anyone or everyone want to see a spaghetti monster is what I'm calling it? That is the... yeah. I mean, it works. Functionally, it produces PVC. You ready? This is a spaghetti monster. It functions, like I said. Everything works, but the cable density back there is no space. See, I wasn't able to stick with RegTech pipes because of space. Yeah, once again. Because of how compacted I decided to make that. Oh, look at that. Already have a stack. Fine, we'll make another stack. I really want the end fluid conduits. Oh, that's right. That's why I need the nichrome coils. Vibrant alloy. Yeah, that's why. What was vibrant alloy for? It's for a oh, it's to get an enchanted book. It's to get a fortune book, that's it. The amount of hoops which I need to go through to get that. I need one single ingot of vibrant alloy. And the opportunity when I had to get vibrant alloy from one of the quests, I decided to pass it up for some reason. Which one was it? I want to say it was the mixer. That was stainless steel. Fluid heater. Yes, it is. I got the loot bag instead. Yeah, it is for the... Well, no, it's... The disenchanter would be nice. It's for the Ender Eye enchanter. This one I would be able to make if I had enough amethyst. It's the amethyst I don't have enough. An amethyst isn't the easiest thing to get. Alright, we'll give that plenty of time. I do need diodes. They do not need to be SMD tier, so I'm not going to use them ones. Is there another way to get amethyst? Amethyst. Was there a silicon dioxide? Yeah, a blast furnace recipe. I'm sure there is. Oh, you know what it is? It is the brick blast furnace. And it produces the dust. Yes. Oh, okay. Okay, that's not actually too bad. I would need some form of explosive. I want a death creeper farm. Because it drops TNT. I want one. Is that a final electrum? Yeah, there are actually two routes to get the looting book. There's the disenchanter route and then there's the enchanter route. Either way, actually. So this I could actually do. Either way, I'm going to have to make another multi in order to be able to get there. Do you reckon it's more versatile? For auto crafting? That's on my list, Hubris, actually. Actually, should we bump this up to 4 just for the sake of it and make an extra one? $32. I only need to cut 2 of them then. Yeah, I really want to start getting some of the multis for Money Factory. Placing like 4 machines now for the auto crafting. It's getting a bit old. Are you using molecular assemblers for crafting table recipes? You know, what are you doing for recipes like that? Oh, you've got the assembler matrix. I mean for passive automations. Wasn't that descriptive? Because I'm having to set up 1 molecular assembler per recipe. I mean, it's not too bad. That's pretty much how most passive crafting table recipes work. Yeah, I have like a row of them. It would be nice using GTNH tools for the enchantments, but for me, it's producing the amethyst. It's been a while since you're still 100% efficiency. Okay. The sequential fabricator. Oh yeah, you could use that, couldn't you? To be fair, I quite like using the molecular assemblers. I don't use them that much for like crafting table recipes. Not very often I use them. Okay, quest actually requires 4 of them. At least this doesn't require a muffler hatch. I will need energy hatch. High voltage. May as well make a high voltage energy hatch for this. I didn't use the Ender IO crafter. I don't know if that's actually like buggy. I know the conduits. I've had a whole string of issues with the conduits. That is the reason why I decided to install Flux networks, actually. I don't really like using the laser IO for energy. Yeah. I'm waiting until I get access to the Flux networks. That's just a bunch of aluminium. Okay, I'm going to ignore the fluid. So let's make 24 of the frost-proof casings. Use P2Ps. P2Ps are also good. You do have to spend the energy tax for them. I'm sure that I have an extra extruder somewhere. Okay, maybe not. Are they actually getting nerfed? They're all soon enough. See, I don't even think... Are the Transformers actually necessary? Well, I suppose they're not necessary. Not 100% necessary. Wait, the active Transformers will? They're being removed? What, just the energy P2Ps, I'm guessing? The EU P2Ps. So people have to use the cables. That's funny, to be fair. I'm not even using the P2Ps. I'm so used to the conduits. On energy hatches of the multi-blocks. I mean, the P2Ps are literally, they are limitless transfer, right? So yeah, one of them, well, they're limitless to whatever you can pump into them, aren't they? Not the EU ones, the Redstone Flux ones. Yeah. Limitless in the sense that it's what you pump into them. Yeah. I've also, you know what, I never actually put it in the video because it's such a small detail, but I've noticed that there is, I wouldn't say a bug, but an interesting feature of the conduits, the Ender IO conduits, and that is they work functionally the same as the old version, or the 1.12. So if you have two, let's say, vibrant alloy ones, which insert, that would be 8,192 RF per tick. So if you have two of them, the total throughput will be the combined output of two of them connections, but they're limited by the connection. So you can have multiple connections for the conduit to output even more energy if you're targeting it. In this version, the energy which you extract from it is limited, but the energy which a connection which outputs, there is no limit. So I've had a vibrant alloy conduit outputting into like, what would that be? A 16 amp EV energy converter, and one single connection is enough to supply it, and that's like 131,000. There's no limit on the output connection, but there is on the input. Yeah, that's a small detail of the Ender IO conduits. Maybe a reason to use them or not, but it's limited on what they put in. I haven't yet. No, not yet. Once again, I really need to. I'd like to, because I've got that fission reactor now. And yeah, it does waste a little bit of energy. Gold and silver. What's up? You just absolutely run dry in 45 minutes. What do you mean? Big C10. Oh, is that? Has your power infrastructure decided to start to fail? I've heard really good things from the Gene Diesel or what is that called? Gene Fuel? Whoops, wrong one. Is it Gene? I think it's called Gene Fuel. Should we let's just call it Gene. I've heard really good things from Gene. Burning Gene. Yeah, that's good. It's Gene something. You know what? I actually haven't checked my Money Factory server for over a day. I probably should. I am getting excited to start sending. I am slowly starting to send more and more microminer missions. Okay, rubber rings. Right, is there any prerequisite? I've got the quest for the workstations. Oh, there it is. All right. High voltage hatch, I could do with getting another batch of Electrum going. Yeah, I'm completely out of the Electrum cables. So much silver. Right, that's 4. That would be 16. This is exciting. How much gold? Doing good. And I've got a lot of stab olo now. Wait, is that? Insert. Where's the stab aloe going? Oh, getting witch's hands. Oh, golden apple. Don't really need to stockpile them, to be fair. Let's put it in the filter. Yeah. This is able to extract from that drawer, isn't it? Insert blue. So it is extracting. Stab alloy. Stab alloy dust. Where is that going? You'd be able to generate a lot more if you set up Gene. Where is this going? Oh. It's just being voided. Because I never... I never changed that. Okay, well that is proof that I can net gain from this. Because that's been running continuously. And I've been net gaining stab alloy ingots. Anyway, enough of distraction. Let's get some electrum going. I think it's just the oil products, isn't it? You really just need to set up passive oil processing. All right. Didn't I make like a bunch of sodium potassium? Where would my fluid canning machine be? Over here? Fluid canner. Chlorine trifluoride. Trifluoride. Tetra something and dragon's breath. Tetra something, that's pretty common for a lot of chemical processes. I'm gonna remember that. If anything starts with tetra tetraethyled. Yes. Combustion? It is a really good fuel though, and it's also used for I don't even know how you pronounce that, Krylobus. I don't know how you pronounce that one. Not quite there yet. That's circuit 2. I'm actually pretty close to that, all things considered. Like, the only thing which would slow me down is actually like cetane boosted diesel, high octane gasoline, or the gene fuel. I know. I feel that. Okay. Fills and then pumps here. 100% sure what to go for. Greg processes. That is speeding up machines, looking at processing chains, contemplating what life decisions have made you go this way, and then building something. I'm also really close to the assembly line. Assembly line. When would that be? Thinking while I'm waiting for this. Well, this episode which I'm working on is going to be fission reactor related. Then other stuff which I want to do is oil processing. And then go and tidy up all of the base. And then that's when assembly line, I think. I don't know, episode 13 probably. I'm on 11, or currently working on 11, so I don't know, we'll see. I have the plat line too. I have the plat line in the most lazy way I could have built it. The plat line. Oh yeah, that's pretty much me. 3 LCRs and then all of the rest is single blocks. Scattered. Or processing. Oh, see, I really need to do... I need to build better ore processing. Alright, let's link these together. I'll have a look at... I need to go on there and check everything. Just to make sure the base hasn't gone dark. 7 motors. I'll have a look once I've crafted everything for the vacuum freezer. Polyethylene sheets. 1, 2, 3. I need more polyethylene sheets. Yeah, I'm not even Hello, zombie. I'm not even processing the nuclear fuel for Money Factory. I set that up very quickly to basically put a bandage on power production. Because I was really hurting for power production. Oh, just walk past the zombie, yep. It is. It already was an issue. Yeah. I desperately wanted that fission reactor. One OU and 3, what are they? Rotors. I was also contemplating over the past week to maybe do a little bit of stuff for Money Factory, like live streaming. Still not sure yet what I will do. Yeah, I haven't decided. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do like little things, but not the entire stream be Money Factory related. How do I? There we go. Right. Holes. 3 gold cables. The power ICs, high voltage coils, NACs, and pump. I'm making the extra 2 for the EBF because I need to upgrade that or build a second one. Right, shall we have a look at the Money Factory base to make sure that everything's not gone horribly, horribly wrong? I want to use batteries for this. I have made that a habit. Okay. Okay, I will definitely need some more gold cables. And battery alloy, 2 stacks plus 16. That ding noise, I don't know if anyone heard that. That was Money Factory finished loading. What's up, blue? I think I may need to swap the filters. I reckon. Oh no, that need okay, I need to fix the filtering for this. Like trash the potions, get rid of the swords, the bows, a lot of the common stuff. Right, that's gonna take. Okay, let's just wait here. Let's go. You feeling okay? There we go. Or is that actually, will that actually work for switching? I'm gonna keep that in mind. Okay. If I click that and then just refresh this. So if I remember, this morning I requested 16 Signalum microminers, I believe. Does take a little bit of time to load. Then again, I am running 2 clients at the same time. Okay, well they did send, and I have 75,000 platinum group sludge. Yeah, they're really good for getting PGS. All of this Sheldonite ore. 67,000 palladium. Oh, lag. Opening the quests is always laggy the first time. Yeah, so this is the part which I haven't actually. This will be in the next video. Yeah, this is the bandage for power production. So it's just using TBU fuel. I also won't break the reactor. There is, in the video, I've showed it layer by layer for this reactor. 1.5 million RF per tick. That's if it's running like flat out. I think that is a permanent off switch for it. Hello, Game Kid. Yeah, the TBU fuel, you can get that passively from Deep Slate now. That's what I've set up here. Deep Slate processing, then thorium-232. Actually, you know what? While I'm here, for anyone who hasn't seen, this is the Money Factory world for the YouTube series. Yeah. It's not. I had to go and look at this. I have GTNH open in the background. I'm waiting for stuff. Yeah, this is like a completely different building scheme for me. I wanted to try and do things differently for all of this. Yeah, everything's able to run. Loads of stuff from... This is the plant line in Money Factory. All of these machines. But yeah, the base isn't dark, so... Should we also... I can send another 4. I'm sending these quite frequent because it's platinum. Yeah, I'll send some more of them. Right, let's go back to GTNH. Looked at Naquata fuel processing. It's not too difficult in Money Factory, is it? Is it? 16 seconds. Does it actually require Gene? Okay, that is definitely increased complexity just for the fuel. Two battery buffers? Yeah, so I'm not sure what to do for the filtering for this. Oh, I could. An idea has just popped into my mind. Let's just try it. Let's try a simple fix for the tools. Solarium. I think I can set it to accept only items with a damage. At least damage once. I think. Oh, Ender Creeper. Oh, I need the assembler, don't I? For this filter. Oh, that's electrical steel. I hope this will work. Damaged at least once. Right, that clears up a lot of the damaged items. Yeah, sure. We'll start storing arrows. Well, I'll need... I don't know, a couple of filters to be able to filter what's left. Oh, I love that I also get enchanted books from these. Like Tainted, Eternal Compass. Right, back to doing the batteries. These take 32 each. So that is, what would that be, 4 stacks of sodium? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stacks. So what? I feel like I really should make another electric blast furnace instead of making or upgrading that one. No chrome, nickel and chrome. Yeah, let's just make a bunch. More is welcome. What's that? That's going to be 20 stacks of nichrome. All right, so trash cans. Let's get 2. While I'm waiting for stuff again, I'm not going to be able to do the blast furnace today. Save that for the next stream. Let's try to filter as much as I can for the mob farm. I'm going to be running the server all day tomorrow. I want that to be able to run as long as I possibly can. Also, is this... That is high voltage mixer? Why, yes, I have a high voltage mixer. Yeah, I can at least be smelting this, can't I? Oh no, okay. I do need to upgrade that electric blast furnace. Okay, that means 2 more combustion generators then. Yeah, so it looks like my second blast furnace will have to wait. I need to get nichrome anyway. Whoa, okay, it's a cat. I thought that was a creeper. So I guess the enchanted books, let's keep them. You never know, one of them might end up being looting. It might have looting on it. What I can do, anything which has NBT, like these potions. Wait, can I get that to go? Ignore meta, so it will just void all of them. Witch's hands, ashes, goodbye. Some flesh. I can't summon these. If I were to place another conjurer and set that to extract on brown, what would that do? I know it's a little bit janky, but that does clear some of the overflow stuff out of here. It gives it another chance to cycle through the brown channel. Gold hose, they should be filtered in here. What the? Cheating. Creepers. That's gonna make a good clip, actually. That was a concussion creeper. I don't know how that teleported me inside there. Yeah, see, rotten flesh. I don't know how this has ended up in there. Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's go with the blacklist there. I don't want this self-feeding itself. I think that's what's happening. Wait, that's just voided everything. I'm very confused by this. I think I will just need to add filters for them. For the stuff which I don't want to wind up in here. Yeah, so still able to extract in blue. Let's leave that. Leave it and go back there, see what it's up to a bit later. I suspect I will be this evening, if I get a chance to. I'll be having a look at that. Oh yeah, there it is. They have fixed the one issue which I had with Nomi Factory for the parallel control hatches. I felt with Nomi Factory, by the time you reach UHV tier, the parallels really hold things back. Yeah, I was very happy when I saw them. No, come on. Bill Silver. Oh yeah, it basically is. It's 4 parallels, isn't it? Mind you, all of mine are 4 at the moment, so it's not going to be any worse than my setups. Yeah, it would actually be better the next tier up, which would be LUV tier, I believe. Yeah, it is 16. See, that's one thing. Another thing, I don't mind the parallel control hatches. You know, they're okay, but for my mod pack, I dislike them because it's my mod pack. I can actually say we're not having them. I'm porting all of the GT++ multis to my mod pack, so they will have, like, as voltage tier increases, parallels increase. Yeah, it would be for all processing. That would be good enough for all processing for me. Although, would it? Actually, you know what? Even for me, that wouldn't be. Because I have, like, I want to say I have 16 high voltage macerators for my oil processing area. 8 ore washers. Some of them would be okay. I need double that. I need 4. I need so much Electrum. Okay, yeah, let's just dump it all in. We're going all out for Electrum. Love this stuff. I'm a little bit sad though. I'm sad that the 16x hatches they have a voltage tier limit. So you can't go high. I find that actually I find that quite frustrating, to be fair. Because like one energy hatch, you have one 4x EV energy hatch, bumps it up to IV tier, but it doesn't. It locks it at EV tier because that's the voltage tier for the hatch. So using one single hatch for IV tier using 4 amps of EV is not possible. It's possible for overclocking, but not for energy tier recipes. I find that really frustrating with the new version. That's a bit of a weird one, introducing that. No, it doesn't. You have to place 2. So you can be in a scenario where I don't need the extra hatch, but I have to place the extra hatch to trick the multi into thinking that it's Ivy when I'm supplying it 132,000 EU per tick. Yeah, that's the bit which I don't understand why they'd make it like that. That seems very unnecessary, limiting it to that voltage tier using the 4 amp patches. I mean, you might as well just remove the 4 amp patches because they're not that good anymore. They still allow overclocking the recipe to a higher voltage, but they won't actually allow the higher tier recipes. It's weird. I can see why they did it though. It makes it so you can't skip any of the voltage tiers. You can't skip and jump to a higher tier material. But it does mean that every EBF now, it's forced to have 2 energy hatches if you need to overclock it. Having a bit of a rant there. Yeah, I will admit that. It's just a bit weird. It's strange behavior. And there must be a better way to achieve it. There has to be. It works with 4 amp. It does. That's what I was doing. I have all of the EBS which I autocraft with in Money Factory. They all have 4 amp EV energy hatches with a single 1 amp energy hatch, which doesn't even get supplied with energy. That's good enough to trick it all. Yeah. It is dependent on 2 hatches if you need to overclock it. It has to be. Which I don't... I mean, it's open to opinion. My opinion, I don't agree it being like that. Because there are cases when I don't want to have 2 energy hatches. Yeah. I can say it feels odd. Yeah, it does. It feels strange. It's strange, but I can see why they did it. But honestly, I can see why they did it, but I don't think it's necessary. Like, what else? Like in an EV, that will bump it up to LUV. That gives you access to LUV recipes. But you'd still need the coil temperature. I'm missing polyethylene, gold cables. That's what I'm missing. Right, gears. ABS. To be fair, the ABS is a good exception. I will always throw a 16 amp hatch on that. Always. The ABS is so slow. Wonderful. So what I need now is 3 battery buffers. Yeah, 16 amp. I love the 16 amp patches. They compensate for the fact that you can't put laser hatches on many of the multis in that one. What is that? Gold? Oh, okay, gold cables. Gold and 3 chests. Can you actually put the laser hatches on the substation? I'm not sure if you can. No, you must be able to. Okay, block of diamond. I think that was mushrooms and sugar. Yeah, I just need to filter all of the stuff which I don't want. A little bit painful when the filters only store like 10 items. Wait, when do I get access? TPV. Okay, that's TPV. I do want the big item filters. And you're a LUV tier, aren't you? Yeah, you are LUV. Yeah, active transformers are LUV, aren't they? I think they are. Wait, are they in this? I thought there's ZPM tier in this. ZPM? No, they are. They are LUV tier in this. I don't know how glass dust. Used quartz, possibly? I think that's the big one. If you can make then I'm sure that you'll be able to make the transformers. Right, let's just turn this off. I bet this is going to suck up all of the power. You know what? Yeah, let's just put all of the batteries in there. I wonder if I could actually. That is mental that I'm able to do that up here. I thought I'd need to go down underneath to be able to do this. It's nice. Combustions. There you go. I do now have a load of sodium batteries. Let's give this a go. Nichrome. Circuit 1 is the best I can do. I'll also be able to do titanium now. And here's another random thing which I'm excited for 2.8. This recipe, nitrogen, xenon, and then oganesson. Well, but they're fixing it basically. Some of them do generate properly. What's a good example of one which generates properly? I know that tungsten doesn't. Oh, okay, yeah, the superconductor. Let's take this one for example. So this does generate properly with the gases. So there's helium, argon, radon, neon, krypton, xenon, and oganesson. Every EBF recipe which takes circuit 11, I believe, there may be a couple of exceptions, will be fixed to use these, which I'm excited for. It will actually give me an excuse to use circuit 11 a little bit more. I think even something like nichrome. No gas is this one. I think it starts at nitrogen, helium. Nitrogen, helium, argon, radon, krypton, xenon, oganesson. Something like that. Yes, hot nichrome. Alright, I guess let's just set up the vacuum freezer somewhere nearby. Yeah, I also have to say, ever since I started doing like some of the texture stuff for GTNH, I'm now paying a lot more attention to their GitHub. So I've noticed a lot of small things like that. Small things which I think they're coming. I'm hoping they'll be in 2.8, I suppose. Oh, and the other one, the one which adds all of the new modern blocks, that's going to be amazing for decorating. I'm looking forward to that one too in 2.8. Phone's going crazy, as per usual. Yeah, that's going to be... I'm looking forward to the decorating side. The tough, deep slate, and amethyst blocks. And they have... Oh, and calcite. Calcite's another one. They have made all of the, like, unique dusts, like tough dust. And the ores. I'm really hoping that the ore work, the improved ore generation, will be in 2.8. So doesn't this have auto input? Or do I need to shove a conveyor on there? To support it. Hello, Nova. You'll get there eventually. Because it won't... Yeah, that is very true. Yeah. And that I'm looking forward to some of the newer textures. The more modern feeling. I think that's their goal for 2.7 anyway. Or 2.8, sorry. They're trying to make everything a bit more up to date for the age of the mod pack. Does this need maintenance somewhere, probably? Leave a space for that there. Transforming up to LUV. That will do it. You'll need suppose you just need to place either more or try to reduce power consumption. Are you playing Money Factory, by the way, Nova? Ready, go on. Oh, it's GTNH, 18 months. Oh, that's a lot longer than mine, my previous record. Last time it was, I want to say about a year. It was about 9 or 10 months I was playing. The reason why I stopped, though, is because 2.7 broke my old base. So I kind of had to. I had to restart if I wanted to continue playing GTNH. Oh. Unselect that. Yes, enough. Vacuum freezer. Whack that on. Yeah, so I need to get a conveyor for that. Only spacesuit parts. and stuff to get new materials. That is good fun, building the rockets. Conveyor. See, I didn't get burnt out from my previous world. It was the fact that it broke loads of things. Oh yeah, that's the noise. That is the good stuff. Sadly, it's muted now. Cool, so that's Nichrome. Well, I've got all of this Nichrome to smelt, and a server which should be able to run a long time. Let's get the nickel. Getting infrastructure projects done and the like. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Getting distracted. What's going on in here then? Okay, well the magnet definitely needs to be turned off. Yeah, I'm getting diamond blocks from this. It's a pretty low chance, but they do randomly show up. You know what? That doesn't even need to be here. I have loads of trash cans here. Just use more sides. Home ore processing and crop processing centralized into a single workflow. That is a good, yeah. You should definitely be proud of that. Oh. What am I going to do with all of these trophies? Do I even need them? Stuck in your glasses. I'll have to save that game, kid, because I am going to end the stream soon. I'll save that for next stream so that I can wear them then. Yeah, I reckon that'll be okay. Right, speaking of, yeah, I am going to end stream now. Hello, zombie. It's been pretty good. I'm really happy with the mob farm. Should we actually, let's have a look. 951, 2000 stab alloy, 803 iron ingots. Powers of darkened glasses. That's curious. A chainmail? Where is that ending up? This is getting distracted. You know what? I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fix this later. I do need to end the stream, so yeah. I hope everyone's enjoyed. I will have a look at a raid. See if there's anyone I can raid to. Anyone playing GTNH? Could go. Yeah, I found someone. Yeah, it's been good fun. I'm really happy to be able to stream, especially with my back since last week. The back was awful. Yeah, anyway, it's been good. Thank you everyone for being here, I guess. It's been a while since I've had to end a stream, hasn't it? Right, hopefully that should be the raid. Right, take care everyone and enjoy the rest of your day.